Well, that really depends on the entity. So, for example, freelancer, Miss E, Edna, you can add in or jump in anytime since she deals with our clients directly. But for freelancer, if I'm not mistaken, just the government IDs and the birth certificate, correct? That's for
Yes,
freelancer. Sole
Okay.
proprietorship, I think it's similar as well.
almost the same.
Similar, except if you want to register a company name, that's when you go through the DTI. So you do have to give options for company names that you can use.
Yes.
Corporation asks for a little bit more. Miss E, if you can dictate the different requirements for corporation, I think they have a longer list than freelancer.
So for corporations naman, of course, major requirement is that yung TIN numbers ng mga directors. So all directors must have TIN numbers already. Then usually one government issued ID lang din. Then more details lang needs to be like provided to be encoded or entered sa template ni SEC. Kasi there are a lot of documentation naman when it comes to incorporation. Like yung mga capital, yung of course the principal address, then
Yeah,
kung
yeah.
open or close yung corporation and everything. So if you will avail naman of permittee
Corporation.
services, we shall provide you a kit or a form that we will gather all the information pertaining to your business or information or your corporation.
Yeah, if I may add, why we bring up the permit kit a lot. Other companies who do similar things that we do, or if you do it on your own, each, let's say, office, government office, will have their own form. With our permit kit, you just fill out one form, and we take care of filling it out to, to the other government mandated or government required forms. So even your time is saved on that since we take care of filling it out based on the one form, one permit form you fill out on our, so we fill it out on your behalf. And I like that
And
also Edna brought up address. Something I guess to note, not all entities allow you to use your home address as your business address. Especially if you are a
Mm.
corporation, you are required to have an office address or at least use a virtual office address, which will be more cost efficient for those who are starting a business compared to setting up your own physical office. So
Yeah.
something to
Tama.
take note then.
That's very good, ah. And maganda na mention mo yan kasi I also believe that there are some people na nag-register ng business. Yung bahay lang muna yung ginagamit eh.
yes.
Lalo na pag
Mhm.
corporation. So, hindi pala pwede yon, di ba? Lalo na
Yes.
kapag yun nga, mahigpit yung city nyo.
Yes.
Kasi
It's
if you're
not
mentioning
allowed.
permit kit, it's not allowed, tama. If you're mentioning permit kit a lot, so how do I get hold of that permit kit? Where can I get that? Yeah, if you would want to fill that up, paano yun?
With the Permitly kit, we give it to, of course, those who sign up with Permitly. And I guess to give you a
Okay.
sneak peek, it's not just a list of everything you need to give in that one form. We actually have our own journey map. So it kind of gives you an idea where your registration is at, what office is it currently at. And it'll give you also a picture on the process your documents need to go through so you can become a registered entity.
Okay, so parang when they would require or they would ask the help of you guys in Permitly, yun na yung parang first step. Parang they will fill up that kit and then kayo na yung maglalagay lahat sa mga required documents. Tama ba ako?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes
You
po.
know,
Parang
nakwento ko
may
lang, no?
step by
2000,
step na tayo.
may step by step. Okay, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Ayun. Kasi 2010, we registered our first corporation, no? So naalala ko during that time, wala pa yatang soft copy yung SEC. So, we have to type
Mhm.
in, di ba parang ano to yung naka-typewriter pa lahat dun sa
Yes.
articles of incorporation. So, ang hirap
Mhm.
ipantay, ganyan. Pero, I believe right now, there's already a soft copy, di ba? That kayo na yung magta-transfer lahat
Templated.
doon. Oh, so yun. Pero at least
Yes.
all the details that is needed, nandoon yung sa permit kit. So parang wala silang mamimiss out. Tama ba?
Yes po. Yes po.
Okay.
All the details po na we will gather using the permit kit, it will be applied and it coded actually in the SEC online kasi right now naman SEC naman has online registration, and the first step is online registration. So lahat ng details will be entered online. Tapos magge-generate na lang si SEC ng complete complete articles of incorporation template with the actual details ng business ng corporation.
Sige, so that's good, no? So I think it's very you make them when you make things easy, di ba, for the person who would want to register their business. And again, I would like to reiterate, no, na ito yung enlightenment ko kanina na Permitly can help not just in registering kasi minsan madali lang yung first time eh. Ang nakakalimutan talaga natin based on my 11 years of experience in business. Yung
The renewals.
yung yung renewal, yung next year, di ba, ganyan, or the BIR things, di ba? Ayun. So, so can you kumbaga, guide us through the process, no? Kasi some people, babalik ko dun sa question na what are the requirements? Ayan, babalik natin dito. Kasi a lot of people think, and ako ganito din ako before, or sometimes I forget, na a lot of people think that when I register my name, business name in DTI or in SEC, tapos na yon. Wala na akong ibang gagawin. But that's not true. Diba? We get penalties kung yun lang ang gagawin mo. So, what are the next steps after registering your name in DTI or in SEC? Kasi I would believe that there's a lot of people, okay, they will just register their name in DTI and then that's it. Or they will say, reserve a name. Diba? But we thought, or people think, because including me, yun na yun. But there's a next step after that, which took us 6 months to realize during our first company in 2010. Right? So what's the next step after that?
So with the DTI, actually tama po kayo dun sa registering a business name. It's not it's just 1% of the business registration.
Okay.
Hindi ka pa talaga legit when you registered lang with the DTI. So kailangan you need to register with the LGUs and BIR, which is the next step after ng DTI is barangay, the mayor's office, and the BIR. So that's the usual na nare-renew yearly. With the DTI kasi I think that's after 5 years. And with the SEC naman, you can register kasi like lifetime siya or 50 years or 30 years. Pero the LGUs and BIR, that's a yearly thing, yung renewal na.
Tama. So you mentioned LGU, which is the local government unit, and then BIR. No? Because we also have a trucking business, diba? So we have we talk to new investors who wants to buy their truck. So part of our requirements, i-register mo yun sa DTI na may mention ko. But a lot of them forget to register sa LGU, which is kung nasang kang city, kunyari ako nasa Pasig ako, I have to register my business, let's say sa Pasig, kung doon ang business address ko. And then sa BIR, di ba? So, na kailangan kumuha ka ng resibo mo eh. Di ba? So,
Yes,
a lot of people
correct.
especially forget the BIR. What are the repercussions of you not registering sa BIR kaagad after getting your business name?
Well, pwede kasing sabihin usually ng mga business owners sometimes, hindi sila nagtutuloy sa LGUs and BIR because wala pang operation. So, medyo okay lang siyang reason. Pero, pagdating mo naman kasi kay BIR and kay City Hall, they will charge you late filing fees. So, it's very minimal. Pero, yon, it's better na right after you register with DTI and SEC, you register na rin kaagad with the LGUs and BIR.
Tama yun. So, there's a late filing fee or late filing penalty. No, pag hindi ka
Yes
nag-register.
po. And
Magkano ba yun? Would you know?
if it depends din po sa capital and it depends din sa city na ni-register po ninyo. And if I may mention, here sa Makati, based on our experience, like if you postponed your LGUs and BIR registration, what they do is, it's like they're computing the past years na hindi ka nag-register. So it's like paying for the entire or for the previous years from the start of your DTI or SEC registration. So might as well parang parehas lang naman yung babayaran mo plus the penalty. So might as well, right after your
Yeah.
DTI and SEC registration, mag-register na kaagad.
Okay, so as if nag-register ka na rin naman after, no? Ang rule is 30 days,
Yes,
di ba?
parang.
If I'm not mistaken, no?
Mhm.
Kunyari, naglumabas ngayon, March 5. Dapat hanggang April 5, April 4, ma-register mo na
Depending
yung
on the
BIR
agencies
mo.
po actually.
Ah,
Depende
okay,
sa
depende.
ano nila. Pero
Okay,
more or less mga ganyan po. Mga
30 days,
25 to
yeah.
30 days.
25 to 30 days. Okay. Because,
Mhm.
yun nga, I get this a lot. A lot of people ask, or they forget. Ay, tinatanong ko, meron na ba kayong DTI? Nag-register na kami dati pa, meron na kami name, tapos nag-inquire lang kami ngayon. So, doon ako naisip ko na, sige talaga, people don't realize that pag matagal ka na nag-register, and then you will use that name, pag nag-register ka kay BIR, may penalty ka.
May
No? Kasi kami
penalties.
mismo, for our first company, 6 months, it took me 6 months. Tapos nung nagtanong na kami sa accountant, may mga penalty to every month, gano'n. Yung pa-file mo na taxes, di ba? Kasi kami naman
Yes.
nag-operate kami.
Yes.
And
Mga
that
Yun.
documentary stamp.
Oo,
yung penalties
gano'n.
add up then. It's still your capital, it's still your money. Parang sayang lang naman din. You might as well
Yeah,
register.
Mm-mm.
tama. Yun nga, lalo na pag nag-operate ka na. Kasi kami, again talaga, I was so young back then, 23 years old when we started our own company. Although may mga kasamahan akong mas ahead sa akin, pero we all don't know. That's our first company together, driven, di ba? It took us 6 months before we registered sa BIR because we didn't know. We'll just think, pag may business name na, naka-register ka na sa local government, okay na yon. And then we're about to magde-December na yun. Doon namin na-realize, nga, no, wala pa kaming BIR, wala kaming resibo, ganyan. So, ayun, nagbayad kami ng penalty talaga. So, I hope people can also,
That must have been so
yun nga,
stressful for
maiwasan yun.
you when you started. Parang
Yeah, hindi
nakaka-stress
sa
din.
akin, meron akong partner na siya yung nag-ayos, so stressful sa kanya.